Hi everyone, welcome back to Saheb Academy. Today in this 14th video of service costing chapter, we are going to cover a new industry that is of educational institutions, right? School, colleges, right? So here we have got problem 30, which is the illustration 11 from ICAI study material. But before going ahead with this video, please let's just understand a little bit about the educational institutions, right? What's the cost unit and little bit background, and then we'll come back to this. Okay, let's begin. Now see, here we have the teaching industry. Let's understand how the costing is done of educational institutions. It's really simple. You all know what are educational institutions: schools, colleges, technical institutes, or any other training centers, right? All of that comes under this. So what is the objective over here? The objective is to, of course, teach the students and teach it for profit, or it can also be not for profit. Okay, just to provide value to the society, isn't it? For the betterment of the society, for the betterment of the children, isn't it? But in both the cases, service costing will be applied and costing will be done properly. Why in not for profit they will do the costing? For profit we understood, of course, yeah, it's a very professional organization, formal organization, everything has to be done properly. But why for not for profit? Because understand, even in not for profit they are not earning profit, but still they want to know now if they have invested something, yeah, if they are incurring the cost, then what's the social benefit that is coming out of it? So this analysis they want to do. They want to do budgeting, yeah, they want to operate it efficiently. So the costing has to be done. Is that clear? Okay, and in both the places service costing will be applied, yeah, because they are teaching, they are providing service, so service costing. All right, now what is the cost unit over here? The cost unit is very simple: per student. Yeah, it's self-explanatory. Yeah, if I'm opening an institute, then I'm gonna charge per student. No, yeah, if you want to join my institute, you have to pay me 1000 rupees, like that. Okay, right, but that's fees. But here we are talking about cost. Understand, if we talk about fees, then that's what? Sale price, isn't it? That's sales. So in that there will be cost plus profit. Yeah, that's fine. But here right now we are talking about cost. So we have to calculate cost per student. But one important thing, we will not calculate cost per student just one single number. No, we can't do that over here. Because understand, in a school what will be there? There is class 1 till class 10, and then there is class 11 also, class 12 also in the same school. So in that case, you know, you can't take the same fees for the class 1 student and for class 10 student. Can you do that? No, you can't do that. So maybe what will be happening is, you know, class wise they will calculate cost per student, and then they will add the desired profit and they will get the fees for that class. Is that clear? That's how it will be happening. So see, let's just say we are talking about class 10. Okay, so if they want to calculate the cost per student of class 10, then they will take the total cost of class 10 and divide it by the total number of students in class 10, like that. Okay, maybe there will be, you know, 5 classes, like that. So class wise it will be calculated, or maybe they can do segments also. Okay, from 1st to 4th standard one segment, from 5th to 6th standard one segment, from 7 to 10 one segment, like that. Segment wise also they can do, right? So the same formula, total cost you will take of that segment and divide by the total number of students in that segment. Is that clear? Let's just say we are talking about an engineering college. In engineering college what happens? You have mechanical engineering department, you have civil department, you have electronics department, right? And then you have computer science department. Yeah, 4-5 departments are there. So the fees for each engineering is different. Yeah, the fees for mechanical and computer science can't be same. Why not? Because the costs are different, isn't it? So the total cost of, you know, civil department and the total, you know, civil students, they will calculate cost per student, cost per civil student, like that. Add the desired profit percentage, they will get the fees for a civil student, like that. So like this they will do for separate department, and each of those department are what? Cost centers, isn't it? Yes, like that it will be. Is that clear? Pretty simple. Fine, so you have understood that. Now what are the incomes and expenditure? If you're talking about a school, then see, it's really simple. This is nothing, yeah, just have a read once and you will understand. The main part you have understood right now. See here, one-time fees, admission fee, development fee, annual fee, yeah, this is what happens, no, in school. And then there will be recurring fees that you have to pay every month: tuition fee, laboratory fee, computer fee, library fee, amenities fee, isn't it? Yes. And then other incomes, see here, transport, hostel, mess, canteen. So all this, generally what happens in schools is, you know, these services are provided to students as well as the staff on no profit no loss basis. Okay, whatever income is generated, that is set off with the cost. Is that clear? Right. So these are the incomes in the schools. And then the expenditure, see the expenditure, operational cost, really simple. To operate the institute, whatever cost is there, all that, see, salaries of staff, teaching staff as well as non-teaching staff. Yeah, in administration and many other places there will be staff, no? So for all that, lab maintenance charges, computer maintenance, internet charges, repairs and maintenance of equipment, building maintenance, administrative expenses, finance charges. Yeah, pretty easy. And then see cost centers and basis of cost allocation. As I told you, in engineering college there will be civil department, there is a mechanical department, electronic department, right? So all these are what? Cost centers. Yeah, cost centers. So see here, primary or direct cost centers, yeah, civil engineering department, mechanical engineering department, etc. Service cost centers, yes, there can be laboratory, library, sports, of course there will be. So those are also service cost centers. Then you have transport, hotel and mess, yeah, I told you. And they are what? Self-supporting. Income and cost will be, what do you say? It will be set off, no profit no loss basis. And then administration cost centers like research and improvement, examination. Is that clear? So that's how it is. And then see, there are more research and development. Yeah, some educational institutions undertake what? They undertake academic research, right? IIT and all, they, you know, undertake research, right? So all that research will be collected through the cost on that will be collected through a cost center approach, and all costs incurred in that cost center are collected and set off against the revenue generated from such research projects. Okay, same like canteen type. Fine. If any balance is left undistributed, then such balance cost can be collectively distributed to all other course cost center. Yeah, if anything is still undistributed, left at last, we'll just take it and we'll just allocate to the primary or direct cost centers. Fine. And we'll call it as research costs. Fine. Okay. And then we have publication costs. A publication cost will be allocated to that department only. Is it clear? Simple and straightforward. So this was the concept of educational institutions. So now let's just go back and let's just analyze that question, illustration 11 from the ICAI study material, and then you will understand how to do this. Okay, it's really simple. The main thing is this only. Okay, rest everything just for your understanding, right? Okay, that's it. Now see here, let's just read this question. AD Higher Secondary School, AHSS, offers courses for 11th and 12th standard in 3 streams: arts, commerce and science. Okay, they are saying there is a school which offers classes for 11th and 12th. Fine. AHS runs higher secondary classes along with primary and secondary classes. So they are saying 11th and 12th are there, right? Those classes are there, and then along with that there is class 1 to class 10 also. Yeah, primary and secondary classes. Is that clear? But for accounting purpose, it treats higher secondary as a separate responsibility center. Okay, they are doing accounting of 11 and 12 separately. The managing committee of the school wants to revise its fee structure for higher secondary students. Higher secondary student means here they are referring to class 11 and 12. Yeah. So they are focusing on class 11 and 12 especially. They want to revise the fee structure of that. Okay. Right. So if we just put that in the diagram, then it's like this. There is a school. There are 2 responsibility centers, 11th and 12th, and primary and secondary. And in 11 and 12, you all know they are saying there is arts, commerce, science. Fine, simple. Now they want to revise the fee structure of this. All right. They are not concerned about primary and secondary. How did I come to know that? Just by reading the first paragraph? No. if you see the requirement of this question, the last part, then here in all the three requirements, they are just talking about higher secondary, higher secondary, higher secondary. Okay, the stream. Stream means arts, commerce, science, right? So that doesn't include primary and secondary, no. So primary and secondary is completely ignored in this question. If they would have talked about primary and secondary, then this would have been very lengthy question. Okay, so that's what is happening in this question. So now, what are we supposed to do? What's the first requirement? Okay, the first requirement is, see, they are asking us calculate cost per student per annum for all the three streams. Yeah, how will we calculate cost per student? Just now we saw the concept of education industry. Cost per student, how do we calculate? Total cost divided by total number of students. Yeah, that's what we have to do. But I told you, in education sector here, what happens? We calculate class wise or department wise or stream wise, isn't it? So here we have to calculate stream wise. For science separately, for arts separately, for commerce separately. Yeah, so how you will do that? You need total cost of arts department divided by total arts student. Then only you will get cost per art student. The same thing you have to do with commerce as well as science. Is that clear? But now what is happening in this question? Let's just see. In this question, if you see here, they have given you, see, the accountant of the school has provided the following details for a year. Here details have been given. What are these details? And it is for a year, per annum. They have given you teacher's salary, whole amount, 1 crore 5 lakhs. They are saying we have 25 teachers in school, 35,000 per month salary, and for the whole year, this is the cost. Same thing they have done with all the other costs. See, principal salary, 14 lakh 40,000, lab attendance salary, 2 attendants we have, 3 lakh 60,000, salary to library staff, yeah, 1 lakh 44,000, salary to peons. See, 4 peons we have, 10,000 per month salary. In total, that is 4 lakh 80 in a year. Examination expenditure, 10 lakh 80, office and administration costs, 15 lakh 20, annual day expenses, 4 lakh 50, sports expenses, 1 lakh 20. All these information have been given to you. But this is what? Total cost, no? Yeah, common for all the streams, isn't it? It's not given you separately. So what does that mean? It means you have to make them separate. Yeah, you have to break this into 3, isn't it? Arts, commerce, science. That's what you need. Yeah, 3 total costs you need and 3 different type of number of students. Then only you will be arriving at cost per student for each stream separately, isn't it? Yes. Yeah, so that's what you have to do. So basically in this question, the main thing is what? The main thing is apportionment. You just have to apportion everything. Okay, so it's really simple. In other information, they have given you the details to do that. See here, they have given you this table over here. Number of students in arts, commerce, science, 120, 360, 180. So denominator is directly given over here. Really simple. Yeah, I mean regarding the denominator, I have been telling you now, denominator is difficult, but this total number of students, it's directly given, 120, 360, 180. Yeah. So now what's the problem over here? The problem is in numerator in this education industry, because we don't know the total cost of arts, commerce, science separately. We have to calculate that. We have common cost. So this we have to separate, isn't it? Yes. Is it clear? Okay. Then see lab classes in a year. They are saying 0, 0. Yes, in arts and commerce, there is no need of physics lab, chem lab or bio lab. Yeah. In science stream, it will be needed. 144 lab classes they have held in a year. In primary and secondary, 156. Yeah. In class 8 also they used to take now to chem lab, bio lab and all. So yeah. So lab classes will be there in primary and secondary also. Number of examination in a year, 2. Okay, that's fine. Time spent at library by students per year, 180 hours, 120 hours, 240 hours in science. Yeah, of course. You all know now, science people, they study a lot. Yeah, right. And then 60 hours in primary and secondary. Okay, so all this data has been given to you. Why? Why is this given? To do the allocation properly. You will use this as ratios. Fine. You're right. To distribute everything. Time spent by principal for administration 208 hours, 312 hours, 480 hours, 1400 hours. Okay, teachers for 11 and 12 standard. Now they are telling you how many teachers are there in each stream and in primary and secondary. They are saying in arts department there are 4 teachers, in commerce department there are 5 teachers, in science department there are 6 teachers, and in primary and secondary 10 teachers. So that's total how much? 25 teachers, right? Yes. Now understand, all this is given. Now you have to make use of these ratios to do the apportionment. Now here you have to apply your logic properly. Okay, whatever is the most logical, that ratio you will use to distribute. That's the simple, trick. Okay, yeah. Now there can be some adjustment over here. Now if there are any adjustment, then that adjustment also properly you have to consider. Now shall we start solving this question? Yeah, let's start. Now how we are going to do this? So it's really simple. We will make a table consisting of 3 columns: arts, commerce and science, because that's what we are doing. We are not concerned about primary and secondary. We can completely ignore that. Now first thing is what? Teacher salary we have to take. Yeah, 1 crore 5 lakhs. How are we going to take it? How are we going to take it? Can we take it like this? No, we can't. Why not? Why can't we directly take it? See, we know 35,000 is the per month salary. Yeah, in arts department there are 4 teachers, in commerce department there are 5 teachers, in science department there are 6 teachers. So simply we can do it like this. No, see, 35,000 is per month salary into 12. Yeah, 12 months they are working. In arts department there are 4 teachers, into 4 we will do 16,80,000. So 16,80,000 directly we can take in arts and finish it up. No, yeah. And then for commerce we will just do 35,000 into 12. How many teachers? 5 teachers. Same salary has been paid, so that's 21 lakh. For science, how much? Into 6, that is 25,20,000. Yeah, can we not do this? We will do this. We will do it like this only. 25,20,000. See here, let me just show you now the calculation. See the working note. But once twist is there, we'll get to the twist, but understand this. See, teacher salary, particulars, arts, commerce, science. Number of teachers. How many teachers? You already know, 4, 5, 6. Salary per annum is how much? 35,000 into 12 month, right? 35,000 12 month. Now per teacher salary I'm talking about. Per teacher 4,20,000, 4,20,000, 4,20,000. For every teacher same salary only per year. Yeah. So if you just multiply these two, 4 into 4,20,000, that's 16,80,000. The same thing. Here I have just done it little bit differently. Yeah, the same thing is happening. Here 5 into 4,20,000, that's 21 lakh. 6 into 4,20,000, that's 25,20,000. Yeah, this is what will be done. But this is not enough. Why? Because there is an adjustment. If there would have been no adjustment, directly this was fine. We could have directly taken this in the main table. Yeah, we could have directly taken over here. Like this, you have to make the table. Yeah, but here 15,96,000 is coming. This is 16,80,000. How? So that's what we have to understand. See here, there are adjustments. Okay, let's just pause this first working note. Let's just read the adjustment now. What is the adjustment? See the first adjustment. One teacher who teaches economics for art stream, understand properly, huh? The teacher belongs to art stream. Yeah, among these 4 teachers, there is one economic teacher, yeah, who belongs to art stream, right? So what has happened? If she belongs to art stream means we have already done the calculation. No, economic teacher is already there in this 4 number, right? And we have multiplied 4 into 4,20,000. That is equal to 16,80,000. Yeah, the entire salary, the entire cost of that economic teacher has been allocated to the arts department. Yeah, do you agree with this? Yes, of course. Yes, that's what has happened. 4,20,000 entirely of that economic teacher salary has gone to arts. It's, including in this 16,80,000, isn't it? Yes. But the question is saying in the adjustment that, this teacher also teaches commerce stream students. Oh man, this teacher is also teaching commerce stream students. So that means that entire 4,20,000 which has gone to arts is not right. It's not correct. Some of that also has to go to commerce stream. Some of the cost also has to go to commerce stream. We have to minus from here and add it over here. Isn't it logical? Yes, that's what should happen. But how much, and that we'll understand. Don't worry. Understand the logic, what is happening. First, we gave entirely to the arts cost center because that teacher belongs over there, belong to that department only. But later we came to know in adjustment that, she has also taught commerce stream. So some of the cost has to go to the commerce stream. Minus over here, plus over here. Okay. So how much? How the calculation will happen? Let's just see the calculation properly. Understand this. See, now they are saying the details. The teacher takes 1040 classes in a year. It includes 208 classes for commerce students. In total, how much classes she has taken? 1040. So what we are going to do, see how much we have paid her. 35,000 into 12. We have paid her 4,20,000. No, we will take 4,20,000. Yeah, whatever the cost of that economic teacher, and divide it by the total classes 1040. If we do that, we get what? What is this? This answer is what? Cost per class. Cost per class. Now we will multiply with 208 to calculate the cost of this 208 classes which she has taken for commerce students, right? So into 208, that is equal to 84,000. Do you understand? Out of this 4,20,000, her salary of a year, 84,000 is of commerce stream. But this 84,000, where is this lying? Where is this lying right now? It is lying over here. So subtract and add it over here. Minus plus. Okay, so see here. Salary apportionment. Salary reapportionment of one eco teacher, because we already did the apportionment over here. Here we are doing reapportionment because of the adjustment. 84,000 minus 84,000 plus. Okay, you understood this. This is very important adjustment of this question. Okay, isn't it? Yes. So see, what did we do? 4,20,000 was the economic teacher salary of the year, divided by total classes into the classes she has taken for other stream, 208. Okay. So here subtract, here add the same amount, isn't it? Yes. Now the same thing has happened in another adjustment also. Let's just check that out. Yeah, the third adjustment. See here. There is another teacher who teaches mathematics for science stream students, also teaches business mathematics to commerce stream students. Understand properly? One teacher is there, math teacher of science stream. In science, we have 6 teachers. Out of that, one teacher is math teacher. Okay, this teacher belongs to science, but she has given classes, she has taken classes for commerce stream as well. So the same logic. Yeah, same logic. What have we done in science? In science, see, 6 teachers they said. So 6 teachers we assumed, and we multiplied, with 35,000 into 12, and we got what? We got 25,20,000, right? So in this 25,20,000, there is some cost which was supposed to actually go to commerce, isn't it? Isn't it? Yes, yes, that's true. Yeah. So the same calculation we have to do. See here, they are saying she takes 1,100 classes a year. It includes 160 classes for commerce students. So what we're gonna do? The annual salary is same, no? 35,000 into 12, that is 4,20,000. So you will take the 4,20,000 and divide it by the total classes she has taken, 1,100. You will get the cost per class. What we will do then? You have to calculate the cost of 160 classes which she has taken for commerce stream, for the commerce department, right? So into what? 160 into 160, that is equal to, see, 61,090.9. So let's just round it off. Okay, 61,091 we can say. Is it clear? Okay. So what you are going to do about this? You are going to subtract this from the science and you are going to add it in the commerce, isn't it? Yes. So see here, 61,091 you will subtract from the science and you will add it in the commerce. Is this clear? Right? Salary reapportionment of one math teacher of science stream. Yeah. What happened in the beginning? In the beginning, the salary of that math teacher entirely went to the science department, which is not correct because she has also given classes for commerce, that teacher. Yeah. So we had to subtract that much cost only, whatever that is supposed to go to commerce. We'll subtract over here and we'll add it over here. Yeah, the calculation you understood. The cost you will have to take, divide by the total classes into the classes for the other stream, right? Simple. Now everything is over. Regarding the teacher's salary, you will just add it up. See here 15 lakh 96, here 22 lakh 45,091, and here 24 lakh 58,909. Is this clear? Simple. Now you will just copy and paste this in the main solution. All right. Let me just show you the main solution. We'll start with the first requirement. As I told you, we are calculating numerator, total cost. We already have the denominator, but we don't have total cost for arts, commerce and science. That's what we are calculating over here. Statement showing cost per student per annum. Arts, commerce, science. Teacher salary, from there we take it, copy paste. Is that clear? The second is what? Principal salary. Principal salary is how much? 14 lakh 40 they are saying. So which ratio are you going to use for principal salary? Now understand, in this industry there will be a general ratio. If you see anything and there is nothing regarding that, no information regarding that expenditure, then you will use the general ratio, which is what? Number of students. Okay, but here regarding principal, they have said something. See, time spent by principal for administration, 208 hours, 312 hours, here 480 hours, 1400 hours. So this ratio you will use. Now I don't have to teach you, right, how to do the apportionment and all. It's really simple now. Your principal salary in that ratio you will distribute. 208 is to 312 is to 480 is to 1400. Yeah, easily you can do that. See how you will calculate. 14 lakh 40 you have. First you have to add up all this. 208 plus 312 plus 480 plus 1400. Remember, remember, you are not doing primary and secondary, but still while doing the ratio you have to consider the sum of everything. Okay, basic math. All right, so that is equal to how much? 2400. So take the principal salary 14 lakh 40,000 divide by 2400, the sum of all the ratios. So that's equal to 600. So 600 into 208, that is equal to C, 1,24,800, and then 600 into 312, that is equal to 1,87,200. Yeah, and then see 600 into 480, that is equal to 2,88,000. Right, like this you have to go on distributing. Fine, simple. Then next you have lab attendant salary, 3,60,000. Yeah, lab attendant salary. They have given you the ratio, no, lab classes in a year. So that's the most logical ratio, no. So that you will use. Okay, lab attendant salary. Now see here, 0 0 in arts and commerce. So you have to ignore that. Yeah, nil. Fine. The ratio is 144 is to 156. Is that clear? So 144 is to 156. So for primary and secondary it's not there. So just for the science you will calculate. How you will calculate? Let's just see. 3,60,000 is the total cost. 144 plus 156, that is equal to 300. 3,60,000 divide by 300, that is equal to 1,200. Now 1,200 into what? 144. Yes, that's equal to 1,72,800. So this will be distributed to science cost center. Yeah, science stream. Fine. So like this you have to do. For primary and secondary, ignored. Next you have what? Salary to library staff, 1,44,000. For library also they have given you the ratio, 180 hours, 120 hours, 240 hours, 60 hours. In this ratio you will distribute, right? Salary to library staff. Yeah, just take a sum of this. Yeah, divide that 1,44,000 with that sum, and then you will get a number. Multiply with 180, multiply with 120, multiply with 240, you will get these figures, right? Easy. Okay, now after salary to library staff, next what do you have? See, in this question next you have salary to peon. Yeah, now in salary to peon there is an adjustment. What they are saying in salary to peon, see, we have 4 peons, right? And the salary for each peon is 10,000, right? And the total is 4,80,000. But in the adjustment, they are saying in the fourth adjustment, one peon is fully dedicated for higher secondary section. Okay, we are concerned about higher secondary over here only now. We are concerned about class 11 and 12. We don't want to know about primary and secondary, not important, right? Okay, so that means for class 11 and 12 on a broad basis, not particular to the stream, on a broad basis, directly you can calculate one peon 10,000 we are paying him for 12 months, right? So that's equal to 1,20,000. So this 1,20,000 is of what? Class 11 and 12 on a broad basis. Then they're also saying something else. See, other peons means remaining 3 peons. They have, already spoke about 1 peon, so that's done. Remaining 3 peons they are talking about. See, other peons means what? The remaining 3 dedicate their 15% time for higher secondary section. Yeah, other peons dedicate their 15% time for higher secondary section for class 11 and 12. So what you have to do, you have to calculate their salary and everything and do 15% of that. That's the simple thing they are saying. Fine. So let's just do that. See, it's really simple. Let's just do a working note for that. Just 2 working notes are enough for this question. Okay. Rest everything directly or ratio basis we can do. Right. See here. Peon salary. Yeah. For class 11 and 12, we are calculating right now based on that adjustment. They told us 1 peon entirely for higher secondary, class 11 and 12. So directly we calculated. You know that. Then they said for the other peons, that means the remaining 3 peons, they said 15% time for class 11 and 12. So 10,000 into 12 into 3 peons are there, no? So into 3 peons into 15% you have to do. Okay, this is for class 11 and 12. Remaining 85% is for primary and secondary, but we are not concerned about that right now. Okay, this calculation you understood. 10,000 into 12 into 3 peons are there. 3,60,000. This is the total thing, but of this only 15% we have to take into 0.15, that's 54,000. Okay, so just add this, that is equal to 1,74,000. Now what is this 1,74,000? This 1,74,000 is for only class 11 and 12. This is only for class 11 and 12. Now there is big problem over here where students, high chance that they will make mistakes over here. The mistake is that, understand, this 1,74,000 is purely for class 11 and 12. The remaining things, the principal salary, the salary to library staff, this was for the whole school. So while using the ratios, we were using the full ratios. But right now we can't make use of full ratios. Understand, this is purely for class 11 and 12, and there is no other, option over here. Yeah, they haven't said anything about peon in this information. So which ratio we are going to use over here? We are going to make use of number of student ratio. Okay, but while taking number of student ratio, you have to remember you cannot take primary and secondary. You will take 120 is to 360 is to 180. You can't take is to 840 as well. No. Because this which you have calculated, the total peon cost right now over here, this is not the of whole school. This is of only class 11 and 12, right? So see here, a portion on the basis of number of students, because there is no other option. So this is the general ratio that we use, number of students. But you have to remember there is a devil in that. There is a high chance that students will make mistake over here. You may also make the mistake. So please write this note somewhere if you are solving this question. Okay, 120 is to 360 is to 180. Okay, so total is 660. This is right. All right, not 1500. 1500 means 120 plus 360 plus 180 plus 840. That's completely wrong. Okay, total is 660 only. Fine. So see, this will be the calculation for arts. What you will do, 1,74,000 you will take, divide by 660, the total of this into 120, 31,636. Then for commerce, see here the same thing. Yeah, the ratio distribution I have shown you properly because of this problem. Yeah, there is a high chance of making mistakes over here. 1,74,000 divided by 660 into 360, 94,909. And then in science, 1,74,000 divided by 660 into 180, that's equal to 47,455. Is this clear? Okay, we just calculated the total cost of class 11 and 12 regarding peon. Then we just apportioned it on the basis of number of students. but the most important thing is you have to exclude primary and secondary in the ratio. Okay, right. So done. Peon salary is done. Yeah, salary to peons 31,636, 94,909, 47,455. Yeah, from the working note 2, you have to give the reference over here. All right, fine. Next, what do we have? Next, we have salary to other staff 4,80,000. Now, have they said anything about other staff? No. So simply make use of number of students. Really simple. Okay. So see here, salary to other staff. Yeah. See, 120 is to 360 is to 180 is to 840, right? Because understand, here we have to take the full ratio as usual. Why? Because this is for the whole school. This figure 4,80,000 is of the whole school. That's why. So if you do that, that's 38,400, 1,15,200, 57,600. You don't need to see the calculation right now. Yeah, you know how to do that. It's really simple. Next, examination expenditure 10,80,000, right? Now for examination expenditure, understand ICAI has given you two options. Okay, the first option is you can make use of this ratio, number of examination in a year, 2:2:2:2:2. Yeah, equally it will be distributed. But what ICAI has done, and which is more logical, okay, what ICAI has done, ICAI has told you can do that, you can make use of this examination data, but ICAI said no, because examination are held on same basis mostly, but the most important thing is number of students. ICAI has made use of number of students because, you know, it is a more reliable approach, isn't it? Because if you see, maybe there will be more students in science and less in arts, right? And if you are saying that it's equal, then that's not right, because more student means more checking is required, more papers are required, right? So because of that, obviously, you know, the science stream will have more cost regarding the examination expenditure. So that is why number of students seems what more reliable approach. Or you can take what you can take an average also, like you can multiply 120 into 2, 360 into 2, 180 into 2, 840 into 2, and you can take an average and you can create a ratio like that also. But I would say just use number of students. That is the most reliable approach. Okay, because ICAI has said that. Fine. So examination expenditure, which ratio? Number of student ratio. Okay, 120 is to 360 is to 180 is to 840. Is that clear? 86,400, 2,59,200, 1,29,600. Fine. Next, office and administration cost. Now here also we don't have any, what do you say, any ratio, right? Here they have said something about administration, but don't directly use this. Here they are specifically talking about principal, not administration office thing. Okay, it's just specifically principal thing. So here also, which ratio you have to use? If the question is silent regarding that cost, number of students is a general ratio. Okay, 15,20,000 you have to apportion. Is that clear in this ratio? So see here, office and admin cost, right? 120 is to 360 is to 180 is to 840, 1,21,600, 3,64,800, 1,82,400. Is this clear? Yes. And then next we have annual day expenses, sports expenses, 4,50,000, 1,20,000, the same idea. Okay, the same thing. Okay, the same thing, because the question has not given you any detail regarding that. It's a number of student ratio only. Is it clear? Simple. So all the costs you have allocated properly to the three cost centers. Fine. Now what you will do, you will just make a sum of it. If you make a sum of it, you will get what? Total cost per annum, because all the data was yearly, no? So the total cost is also per annum for the year. Now what you will do, how you will calculate cost per student? That's what we are calculating, no? Statement showing cost per student. How you will calculate cost per student? Come to the formula. Total cost you have got now, numerator, denominator you have in the question, number of students. Yeah, 120, 360, 180. That's the number of students, no? So just divide it by number of students, 120, 360, 180, right? Yeah, in the question also it's given, no, 120, 360, 180. So just divide, you will get cost per student per annum. Is this clear? Yeah, the requirement A is finished. Okay, you understood this? Really simple, no? What's the next requirement? See the next requirement, if the management decides to take uniform fee of 1,000 per month from all higher secondary student, calculate stream wise profitability. They are saying if we charge, you know, everyone 1000 fee, then what will be the profitability, what will be the profit or loss, whatever that happens. So just make statement of profitability, arts, commerce, science. They are saying what? Fee is 1000, sales is 1000, right? Yeah, so see here, fees per annum, let's just do, right? Per annum, if we do 1000 into 12, that's 12,000, right? 12,000 for arts, 12,000 for commerce, 12,000 for science. That's what they are saying, isn't it? If management decide to take uniform fee, same fee for everyone, 1000 per month, that means 12,000 per year, right? Calculate stream-wise profitability. How will you calculate? You have the sales figure. This is the sales figure. Yeah, fee means sales, no? So just subtract the cost per student per year. Yeah, see, you have the cost per student 17,397 for arts. For commerce, it's 9,533. For science, it's 19,238. Just take these figures over here and subtract. Sales minus cost you are doing to get the profit or loss. Simple logic. Cost per student per annum, you have taken that. Yeah, you're subtracting now. So if you subtract, see here, profit or loss per student. Here you are making a loss because the sales is 12,000, the cost is 17,000. Of course, it's a loss. For commerce C, it's profitable. 12,000 is the fees we are charging and the cost is 9,533. The profit is 2,467. This is per student calculation. Okay. And for science, see, 12,000 minus 19,238, that's 7,238. Yeah, of course, loss because 12,000 fees we are charging, sales is 12,000 per student, but the cost per student is more, 19,000. So of course, loss. All right. And then what we are going to do to calculate, total, if you want to calculate total, then we'll multiply with number of students, right? If you want to know total, multiply with number of students. No, that's how you will get stream wise profitability now, right? Not per student, stream wise, because that's what they are asking, stream wise profitability. First we calculated per student because we all had per student data properly, right? So then at last we are multiplying with number of students, 120, 360, 180. So then we are getting what? Total profit or loss per annum. Really simple and straightforward. Okay, easy. 6,47,640 loss, 8,88,120 profit, 13,02,840 loss. Right. Then what's the next requirement? Then they are saying if management decides to take 10% profit on cost, compute fee to be charged from the student of all the three streams respectively. Now here there is no fixed fee. Here they are saying profit is 10%. Tell us the fee of each stream, okay, that we have to charge from each student. So again, the same thing, statement of profitability only, no? Yeah, that only we are trying to do over here. See here, computation of fees to be charged to earn 10% profit, right? 10% is our desired profit percentage. So what we are going to do, simply we have to first take cost, no? Cost per student per annum, which is there. We have already calculated the same way. This we are going to copy paste. Yeah, we have copy pasted that, and then we will include the profit percentage, 10%. 10% of 17,397 is 1740 if we round it off, and 9,533, 10% of that is 953. 10% of 19,238 we are rounding off, okay, it's 1,924, right? So if you just add that, that is equal to your fees per annum. Is there any difficulty in this? Really simple. Yeah, you're just adding it, you're getting the sales price now, fees per annum per student, right? It is per student. So 19,137 over here, and here 10,486, and here 21,162. If these are the fees we charge to our student, then we will be making 10% profit. That is the interpretation, right? Now if you want to calculate the monthly basis, right, then we will divide it by 12, right? So we'll get fees per month, isn't it? Yeah. So 19,137, if we take it 19,137 divided by 12, that is equal to, see, 15,094, rounding off. Yeah, sorry, not 15,000, 1,595, right? And here 10,486 divided by 12, that is equal to, see, 873, rounding off, 874 per month fees. 21,162 divided by 12, that is equal to 1763, rounding off 1764. Is this clear? Really simple and straightforward. There is nothing difficult in this. All right, I hope you have understood. See, statement showing cost per student per annum. Yeah, just allocation was there over here. This is not a difficult question. It is just that it is bit lengthy because of all these ratios and repetitive work, but believe me, it's an easy question only, right? The only little bit, you know, complicated part is regarding the teacher's salary. That also easily you understood. Yeah, first we have allocated everything as per the given data, then we came to know about the adjustment. Something of the commerce has gone in arts, so remove from arts, put it in the commerce. Something of the commerce has gone into science, yeah, the cost, so remove it from science, put it in the commerce. That's what we did. Yeah, we got that. In peon salary also, they specifically spoke about the class 11 and 12, right? One peon is directly for class 11 and 12, so directly we took his salary over here. But for the remaining 3 peons, they said 15% work they do for class 11 and 12, so 15% of their cost we took over here. So there was purely for class 11 and 12 this 1,74,000. So while taking the ratio, we completely excluded the primary and secondary. We just took these 3, and the sum of that only we have to take 660 while doing the calculation. So that's it. All right, see you in the next video. Bye.